Hi everyone. 480,000 dead. What could cause 480,000 people to die? Is it wars? Is it the COVID-19? No, it's actually the number of people who die from cigarettes in the US every year. Every year. Smoking is the #1 cause of lung cancer and it's completely preventable. Cigarettes contain at least 70 carcinogens. To name a few, nicotine, which most people know is in cigarettes, but you may not know that acetone, formaldehyde, which is used to preserve bodies, ammonia, arsenic are some of the other components in cigarettes. There are a lot of risks of smoking. We mentioned lung cancer, but there's also trouble to your bones, to your heart. It can cause sexual dysfunction. Pretty much it can affect all parts of your body. Here we see the fourth Marlboro man. He dies related to smoke-related diseases, the fourth one to die. It's not worth being the Marlboro man. Smoking is tough on your wallet. Smoking a pack of cigarettes at $5 a pack, over a year you spend close to $2,000. And right now cigarettes are not $5 anymore. They're closer to $10, so you can easily double that number. You also spend a lot of extra money in medical expenses. According to this picture, $1 billion. I would rather use my $1 billion on something a lot better. Here I want to show you two pictures of the lungs. This one here is the healthy lung. This one here is a smoker's lung. You can see the big difference between this. The healthy lung has a lot of blood vessels. It has the ability to move and breathe in and breathe out like it should, compared to the smoker's lung. It's hardened, it's black, makes it very hard for people to breathe. That's why a lot of smokers have trouble breathing. Also, according to healthclevelandclinic.org, there was a study done of 3,000 people over 30 years that people who smoke once in a while, once or twice a week, were the second highest to get lung cancer after heavy smokers. However, if you stop smoking, regardless of whether you're a heavy or light smoker, they have the least chances of getting lung cancer. Here I want to show you this video of Brian. He is a former smoker.
By the time I was 10 or 11, I was smoking probably close to a pack a day. Smoking had been ingrained into me. It was part of who I was, it seemed like. It was smoking, having a cigarette, that was Brian. That was me. I hadn't really thought much about joining the military at a young age, but I loved it. I enlisted in November of 1972. Within a year after I got in the military, I had met my future wife. We were very young, and we wanted to see the world. Travel all over Europe. We saw things and we were able to experience stuff that most people would never have the opportunity to do. I was stationed in Germany until I had my heart attack when I was 35. So I went from being able to travel the world and see the world to confining my life either at home or going to doctors. That's all because of the cigarettes. Well, I had the heart attack. I had the first defibrillator where they had to cut my chest open and put the patches on. Then I had a bypass operation. Then my lungs started going bad. Then I had to be on oxygen. Then I had stents put in. Then I had stents put in. I was in the hospital for months. I spent days in emergency rooms, hundreds of IVs. My poor wife having to sit down in emergency rooms for hours upon hours upon hours. My kids getting called up, Dad's in the hospital again. He might die, you gotta come down. It was a lot. Every doctor along the way said, knock it off, stop smoking, had to stop smoking. Even till the time when I had my first run for a heart transplant. I had smoked, I don't know why I did it. And then the day I went to the doctors, they always draw your blood, and they gave me the pager. They said, okay, you're on the transplant list. That's the key to the hope for the future. You get the pager and, okay, now I'm going to get a new heart and we'll be able to live. And that evening, the doctor called up and said, Brian, we found nicotine in your blood and you need to come back tomorrow and give me back the pager. I'm not listed anymore. That was crushing for me, for my wife, for my kids. It was hard. And I screwed up. I screwed up bad. And I just screwed up bad.
Can you imagine being Brian's children, being called at random times in the middle of the night saying, come on down to the hospital, your dad might be dying, and to have that happen to you multiple times? I couldn't even fathom that. So what can I do? According to truthinitiative.org, there are 10 steps to successfully make a plan to quit smoking. First, set a quit date and be strategic. Second, identify triggers and track cigarettes. 3, beat your triggers. 4, get smart about your smoking addiction. And 5, choose a quit smoking aid, kind of like this here, Nicorette gum is an example. 6, tell someone, anyone. This will help you stay accountable if you share this with friends or family, someone in your support system. 7, out with the old and in with the new, like we do with clothes. We get rid of the old and bring in the new. You may have to get rid of old habits and possibly old friends that may not be helpful in your new life. 8, get ready, get set. 9, go. 10, if you need to, pick yourself back up. It is okay to fall off the wagon as long as you get back up on the wagon. Where can I get help? These are some places here that you can go for help. This top one here, becomeanx.org, has a lot of tools and tips to help you stop smoking. Please stop smoking. It is not worth it. It kills, like we said, 480,000 people a year in just the United States. So please, please, please stop smoking. Again, about 440 Americans die each year from disease related to smoking, and 90% of them start as teen smokers. So it's not good to start because it's so much harder to stop, as we saw with Brian. And smoking definitely kills. Thank you.